So be ready to enjoy all memorable speeches. And first of all, I am going to invite Virendra. Thank you, sir, for inviting me for share my experience on tour. Friends and respected sir, today I am gonna share you with one of my tour, which is we went to the Abu and Udaipur and Ambaji, but I will tell you in little bit short.
No, you want to listen long, don't worry.
So it's started with we wanted to go Abu, and that day was Holi, and we tell our friend to buy ticket for us, and suddenly we realized that there isn't any ticket. So we contact another person and finally booked our ticket. And at least 10 to 15 friends came to drop us at train, and we did so many mischief there at railway station, and finally train started and our journey started, and then we already bought snacks about thousands of rupees. We were only 4 friends, me and my 3 other friends. Their name is Jayesh, Bhavin and Deepesh, and every one of us is very best friend, and nobody never ever in our life feel bad for any one of us, and we always do mischief. So we started mischief in train, and we put each one of us a picture which do mischief, and finally we after we reach Ambaji, that was the first stop. And first of all, we reach Ambaji at about 6 a.m. in the morning, and we hire jeep, because there is always we wanted to tour in a jeep, so we hire jeep, and we went to the Ambaji, because we stopped at Abu Road, so we have to go back to Ambaji with jeep. And there we rent one horse piece, and after a little bit we fresh and eat some snacks and we drank tea and coffee. Then we went to the Ambaji temple to worship Ma Ambaji, and then when we were returning, we bought so many things, and so many prasadis and so many things, and then we thought what we will do in a whole day in Ambaji. So we asked the local people is there any other place where we can visit. So we visited some of places there, and we went there, and we took many pictures, and there we seen so many children, about I think they are at the age of between 6 to 10, and they are taking bath in river without clothes. And we enjoyed, and we lots of we did lots of mischief, and one of my friend Dipesh is very kind, and we always do mischief with him because he never feel bad in his life, and till today, if he isn't with us, we can't enjoy any moment. He is that one friend that we always want in our life. So we tell to Dipesh, let us take your clothes and let us put you in a river. And then he tried to run, and we wanted to visit so many other places. So we left that place, and after then we go to a hospice again, and we took dinner, took lunch, and changed clothes because we wanted to take picture in different clothes. So we did that, and then we went to market, and we ate pani puri and ragda puri and different dishes, and then in the evening we went to the goddess Ambaji to worship and for attend to evening aarti, and after that we returned hospice, and we took dinner in a hospice. There is so many food, and we eat, and that was very nice and clean food, and we really liked it. That was delicious. And second day, when we are left, we are leaving hospice. We are changing clothes and taking bath, and then we are trying to living, and suddenly my JS was taking picture of her in different clothes, and then suddenly I don't know what I had in my mind, and JS Dipesh was sitting in bed, and Bhavin was standing at them, and JS was taking picture. So there wasn't any place so I could pass. So I climbed on a bed, and suddenly bed broke. And my friend told me, what you have done. I told them, so if you didn't want that, so you have to sit inside, or you should have taken a picture in a lobby or somewhere else. Then they told me, what we will do now? We don't have that much money, because it's about 5 years ago. That at that time we were child. So we think so much time, and I told them we have to do something. So they took their luggage in lobby, and they tell me, you go and check out, you process for checkout, and we are coming. And then one man was coming, and he asked, is everything okay? And they told him, yeah, everything is okay. Then we locked the room, and we left that place, and we hired a jeep for Abu, and that's our second journey started. And we were very enjoying that was atmosphere, and that was very nice place. where so many hills and so many things. And at that time I had a iPhone 7 Plus, and it was just came. So no, none of my friend had iPhone, and so my friend my friend asked me, "Can you give me your phone? So I wanna take pictures and take slow motion, because it was a really newest feature in iPhone at that time." So I gave him, and he already took photo about 20 GBs. And I tell him what you will do after that pictures, and he only took photos of road. If he had taken pictures of anything else, so I can take that in my memory. But he only took photos of road, so I little bit quarrel with him in a jeep. And that was a driver who was watching us, and in the mind, I think he was thinking that what I have taken, I will. We quarreled that much, and finally we reached at Abu, and we were looking for a hotel. So we went to different hotels, and we asked the price, and they told us a much price, because it was a day of Holi. And in one hotel, finally we think that there we can stay. So they ask us how many persons. So we tell them 4. So they ask how much time will you stay. We tell them about 1 or 2 days. We are not sure. And then we ask them for price. So they tell us 1,000 for 1 day. And because we are Gujarati, we always bargain. So we tell them, if you will give us room in only 1,000 rupees for 2 days, then we will stay. We asked for half price in a day. Then finally, after so many bargaining, he decided to give room in about 1,400, and we think that in this less money, not only this hotel, but other hotel can't give us room. So we finally booked that room, and we drop our luggage and everything, put in a room, and little bit of face our wash and hands, and we ask him for if any ride go for tour or in Abu or different places there we can visit. So they told us there is one bus is traveling in all Abu, which is you have to take in second day or in 7 a.m. So we tell them, so book that for 4 of us. And then we left for roaming in Bazaar market. And then we roam in, there was a boat, and we ride that boat and so many different places. And we were looking at a couple, and because we are a very mischief person, all of us, all friends, so we are talking with each other that when time will come that we will come like this. And one of our friend was telling us that there won't time come that we will come like this, because if there will time, we should go over some different places. Otherwise, whoever will come in our life, she want like these places in this little money. She will went to her mother's house. So after that arguing, we ate. There is rabdi is very famous in Abu. After we ate rabdi, and then we were roaming so many times. So it was about 1 hour. Because I was very hungry, so I asked my friend that where we gonna take a lunch. So they told me we are looking for places, and because I am vegetarian, so I have to find vegetarian places and restaurants. So I told them there is only one restaurant there we can go, and there is only South Indian foods. So we decided to eat South Indian foods, and we ate dosa in lunch, and then we were arguing for paying bills, that I will pay, and suddenly I walk away, and one of I walk away because they were I arguing very much. So I tell them, if you wanna pay, please pay, because we are coming for a tour. Not we have a whole day in Abu. We don't wanna stay a whole day in Abu. So we decided to split money, and finally we paid lunch for a restaurant. And after that we came to hotel and take some rest, take a nap for about 1 or 2 hours, because we were very tired. And then in the evening, one Deepesh asked for a drink, and I tell them, if you will buy drink, I am gonna kick you or what. And finally, so many arguing, quarreling, finally I refused him. And then because we were already took snacks with us, so we decided to make a fail. So we went to the market for buy vegetables and masala. Bhavin and Jayesh went to buy vegetables like tomato and lemon. And me and Deepesh went to buy salt and chili and so many things. And finally, there was a start of joy. And one shop we went, they told there isn't any shop. And second shop I tell Deepesh to go to shop and ask them. So they tell, we have salt. And I enter in shop, and Deepesh asked him, do you have salt? And the shopkeeper tell, we have salt. How much do you want? And Deepesh told that we want only little bit. Shopkeeper shouted. Shopkeeper shouted at us and tell us, left by shop. Finally we left, and I told Deepesh, I told Bhavin and Jayesh that what Deepesh has done. So I tell them, please now you both go, we can't go, I can't go with you. And they went again for their shop, and they ask if you have a packet of about little bit or 10 rupees, and the shopkeeper tell that don't you know salt is very cheap in everything. And finally we decided to make a beer without salt. And after that we think that we bought vegetables, but how we will cut them. So we went to shop and buy a knife, and I don't know Bhavin and Jayesh checked it or not, but after reaching a hotel, when I trying to cut vegetables, knife hasn't that sharp, so it can cut vegetables. So I asked them, did you check the knife or not? So they told us, no, we just asked and bought. And I tell them, if you will do like this now, you won't ever help your wife in in your life. So they tell me, if it is like that, then we don't want to marry. And so I tell them, if you have to, if you can't think like that, one day you have to marry. So after arguing, while we are arguing, we were making a bill, and then Deepesh again asked for drink, and we tell them, if you wanna drink, you must have to buy Sprite. And then he went down and bought Sprite and Limca, and he was behaving like actor, and he was filling up a glass like he was some bartender of someone who is very who know how to make a drink. And then he put Sprite and Limca in one glass. And if you will see that situation and his test, you must have a think that he is a drinker, because he is behaving like I say, like this is glass, and he was drinking like. He was drinking like that, and we tell them it's water, not anything that food you can you have to buy it. That you have to buy it. And so finally, after about 30 minutes, he finished his class. And
without wine, you enjoyed wine.
This is a friend which we want in our life. If he wasn't with us, I don't think we enjoyed that much. And now it's about to night. So again, I wanted to buy something for one of my friends I had in Rajkot. So I tell my friend, let's go to market, and they refuse. And I have to bribe them with rubbers. And I tell them, if you will come with me, I will have you rubbery for coming with me. And then they finally agree. and they came, and I called my friend and asked that what do you want to buy, and at that time who refused and tell that I don't want to buy, anything. You enjoyed your tour. And my friend and I tried to tell my friend that let's go to hotel. I am tired. And now because I gave them promise of robbery, they tell me we aren't going anywhere even till you won't have us robbery. So finally there was one shop which is very famous near lake. So I ordered for a robbery for us, and I asked my friend that if you wanna take another, so they told no, we don't want another. And then they tell us that let's go to lake and sit there. I tell him that it's not time for us, it's time for couples. Then he arguing much, so we little bit about 10 to 15 minutes we sat there at lake, and then it was much night, so we went we were leaving for a hotel, and again and when we were leaving, there was one big holy near our hotel, and people were enjoying. So some of the local people tell us, please play holy with us, and we can't refuse. So we tell them, okay, we will play, but little bit, not much, and we little bit play with them. And then we came hotel, and we were trying to rest, and again Bhavin was very wise and good boy, but I don't know what he came in his mind, and he suddenly started music in his phone, and Dipesh was sleeping, and he was trying to harass him. And suddenly Dipesh get up at night and try to sleep. He tell us that let me sleep. If you want to let me sleep here, I will sleep in lobby. And then we tell Bhavin to please, Bhavin, let him sleep. We have tomorrow to harass him. Because he is the friend, we always harass him, tease him, and we do mischief, all kind of mischief with him. But he never feel bad because we are his best friend. And again we left. We was proceeding for check out for a hotel, and in the lobby between the hotel to road, there was one lobby, and we were taking photos there, and we put our luggage at the hotel after checkout, and we were changing each one's shirt and taking photos, and then we don't know that in Dhuleti they have holiday, and we little bit we were a little bit in we had a thinking that before. So, and no one, there isn't any vehicle, and there isn't any bus which can take us to Udaipur. And finally, only one jeep was stand there that we can see. And when we went here, we see that that was jeep that bring us Abu that bring us Abu from Ambaji. And we asked him that what we have to do if there is any bus or anything else. Then he tell us that today is holiday, so holiday, and there isn't any bus. And so we decided to tour in Abu. So we because we already told hotelman to hire one tour for Abu. So he didn't book, and then we asked him that did you book or not? Then he tell us that I didn't book because you haven't confirmed us. Then we asked if is there any chance to book right now. Then he tells that let me ask you to the travel agency, and then he booked for bus for us, and we tour Abu, and there was one goddess temple at hill, and there you have to go through. You have to first you have to climb so many steps, and then you have to go through the cave, and there is the cave is there. You have to go like you are sitting, and it was very little cave, and there was very calm, and we liked the place very much. And when we are coming back down, we are returning down. Because we rented a camera, so we were taking photos. So Dipesh and Bhavin was behind. So there was one couple. They asked us for if can you take pictures of us. We didn't know them. So but we are kind. Because we have nature that we can't refuse anyone. So we take some photos of them and with their brothers, and they were they are one group, and it was they are husband, wife, and one little boy, and his the man who asked is younger brother, and we take photos of them, and till that Bhavin and Dipesh came, and Jayesh was taking pictures. So Bhavin and Dipesh asked me, who are they? Are they relatives of Jayesh? And I said, I don't think so, but they can be if they have any girl in their mind. They can be. And then I tell them what had been. And then after they being our friend, and we came down, and then we went to the Lord Shiva's temple, and there was a very big bell, and they tell that if you ring that bell and ask God for anything you want with depth of your heart, you will sure you will get it. And we all the friends will different wishes we were asking for God. And then we visited and returned. And while returning, Dipesh and Jayesh was taking pictures, and we all was in bus. And because their rules, they always count after every tour that how many passengers, if we are lifting anyone not. So they see that there is 2 men that we are missing. So I call Jayesh and Deepesh that don't take photos of us and let's come to bus because we are getting late. And finally they came, and we went to hotel and we asked them if you can provide us room for only night, and price about 400 or 500, and after, because we stayed there for 2 days, they allow us, and because we give influence and give influence them, and we tell them whenever we will come Abu again, we will book your hotel, and because we are Gujarati, we always give everyone in put everyone in jar. Because till today we didn't we haven't any tour. That's why I am telling. That's why I am telling. And I think nobody of us have in mind that never in which hotel we were staying. And we rest for that night, and for second days we went to the Udaipur and and there we rent hospice which is belong to Vanias. And there was a very good food because we really liked it, and we feel like finally we are in Gujarat. We were feeling like that, and there you have to take food by yourself. So we were taking food, and we ate, and we after that we enjoyed. We visited mansions of king and so many different places, and finally then we went to Jaipur with a local train, and after that we in the evening we reached there, and so we could only visit some places, and after that there wasn't any bus or train. Very rarely we got only one bus, and we reached at Ahmedabad, and from that we came from Rajkot. I hope you guys and respected sir, you enjoyed my journey in my world. Absolutely.